There we go. Fellow Morehead State football alum.
What?
He said, love the
There's
big
two
effort.
people in the world that went to Morehead State?
Probably a couple dozen. Love the work you guys do. I knew Trey Lance was a raw quarterback, but the way he throws the ball is even more concerning than I thought. How difficult do you think it will be to fix, and can it be done during the season?
Yeah, it can be done during the season. I think it comes down to him to say, a lot of those throws we're talking about, can you just ease up on the throw a little bit? And, everybody talks about all the drops in preseason with the San Francisco 49ers. Look, I don't know if I call them drops. I don't know what you want him to do. He throws it so hard, and Christopher said it many times, it's not a perfect spiral. It's hard to catch. And, yeah, he's going to have to fix that, that's the only way he knows. I never saw him throw any other way in North Dakota State.
Right.
And I'm not going to say I watched every play intently, but I watched just
You watched a lot. I know.
Yeah.
I watched a lot. And it was throw it as hard as you can when the guy's 10 yards right in front of you going across the middle. And in the NFL, come on.
That's disaster.
These are humans going across there going, who's in front of me?
Right.
And we just talked about that with Mac Jones. See in front, throw the ball accordingly, make this receiver feel comfortable. And what he has to do is slow the arm down, speed the body up. Now, nobody's going to know what that means. I think, Paul, you and Christopher understand it. He's just got to soften the arm and get more body into the throw, and that gives you more touch. You're not going to have great touch by going, let me flick it with my fingers.
No.
We don't have that touch every day.
Right.
That's not always there. That's why you got to go back to a big fundamental. And when you move your body more, your arm slows down, and it gives you better touch. And you have a much better chance of throwing perfect spirals, too.
Yeah, to Dad's point, like if you ever see Rodgers, Mahomes, they got to throw like a little fade in the back in the end zone. They're on the 7 or 8 yard line. They don't let their arm get longer and go, I'm going to go really slow like this and do it. They keep it really tight, and that's where we go, look, it's just a little flick of the wrist, and it's actually like, no, look, it's actually perfect mechanics.
Right.
They use the body, they tighten the arm a little bit, and that's what softens up. I don't know if he can do that. I got to see it to believe it. I'm not as positive as Dad on that one. This was my issue.
Listen, yeah, Christopher and Paul. He's not going to change that during the year.
No, he's not.
He can't.
No.
That was a concern of mine coming in the draft, just what the ball does in his hands as he throws it. And so far that's proven true. But look, there's many other ways for him to survive. He's not going to be Mac Jones, and doesn't want to be. And Mac Jones will never be Trey Lance, that's for sure.
Right.
So, but he'll learn. And one thing I've said to my son and you probably many times, in the NFL, you learn to become a very good thrower because you realize one thing, controlling the football is everything.
Right.
Because when you really control the ball, you become smarter because you trust what you see. And you make decisions, you make them with confidence, and you put the ball exactly where you want it to go. When you don't trust it, man, I don't know if he's open or not. I don't want to take that chance. And you change your decision-making. And I see it with quarterbacks. And I'm not going to name names. I will off the air. But guys that have always go, I don't think so, and they throw the check down.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why they throw those checks down. They're afraid of that power throw down the field.
Right.
So, Trey Lance has just got to manage what he's doing. I know they'll do a good job with him. And look, he's going to play. And I would think they're going to find ways to get him, even with that finger. He'll be in week 1 for nothing else, just to come in and hand the ball off.
I don't disagree with him. And hey, listen, just to Dad's point about like decision making and stuff.
Yeah.
There's I could take probably 3, 4, 5 pass plays just in preseason football where I went, ooh, that was open and the pocket's okay. He just didn't trust it to cut it loose because he had lost a few balls before that.
Yeah.
And then that's what some of the snaps you've seen him hold the ball too long or take a sack and some of that. I go, there's somebody open, but he's thrown 2 errant balls before that, and he's just going, I don't know if I trust myself right now. Yeah. And that is a real thing. It affects your decisions. Dad talks about it all the time.
It's 100% a real thing.
What about this, Paul? Yeah. What about this? And Christopher, I said it, and you even, I don't know if you and I were talking or what it was, but I go, throw the ball outside more. That way he doesn't have to worry about what's in front of the receiver, do that. I know it's not a great part of Kyle Shanahan's passing offense, but I know Trey Lance loved throwing it to the outside the numbers to the sideline while at North Dakota State. And I wrote my notes many times. man, he throws power out cuts.
He does.
18 yards, 12, whatever. He lets them go.
Yeah.
And he throws those better than he does the balls over the middle, in my opinion, so far.
Yeah,
so.
And he's going to get a lot of single safety defenses because they're worried about the quarterback run, and he's going to be able to throw those routes Dad's talking about, out routes, comebacks. Oh, the guy's impressed. Let me just throw a go down the sidelines. That was his best stuff in college, and hopefully Kyle realizes that and maybe builds on that a little bit.
And when you're making that speed, velocity, power throw to the sideline, you can do that and get away with it because the receiver's not running as fast as he can the other way.
Right,
or
if the ball, if it's too hard and crazy, the ball goes out of bounds.
There you go.
Right, you don't have to worry about it popping up in the middle of the field and going, oh, now it's a pick, and now they got the ball and all those things too.
One more Trey Lance question here, Phil, also for you, Chris, too. This is from Mars and back. Do you think some of Trey's issues could be solved by being behind the first-team offensive line where he has a little more time to process?
Well, he wasn't he, at times?
In the last game, he was quite a bit.
Yeah, I think so. He was. I mean, I know Trent Williams wasn't out there. I think that's the only one he got the first-team offensive line. But, no, I don't worry about that part with Trey Lance. To me, it's just what we're talking about. Of course, the first-team O-line and, the run game gets going. And Dad, like he's saying, he's going to look better because his ability to run and all those type of things.
The throwing issues are still there.
The throwing, right. That's all it is. It's just he needs more polish, controlling the ball, like Dad's saying. Learn how to spin the ball and throw some better spirals. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You don't want to catch a cement block coming at you.
No.
That's flying.
It's such a real thing.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.